Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy, epically cool, and amazing ride tonight on the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us racing superstar, racing sensation out of the state of California. We have Miss Jenna Screeton on the show with us tonight. Welcome to the show, Miss Jenna.
Hey.
Hey, so Miss Jenna, let's talk about your racing career. How did it start for you?
So, there's been racing people in a lot of generations of my family. And when I was around 7, my dad decided to put me in it because he was a racer. My grandpa was, and my great grandpa was. So when I turned 7 and I was old enough, he decided to put me in it, and that was a really good decision in my life.
Oh, yes. So, Miss Jenna, so what was it like for you to climb behind the wheel of a race car for the first time? Were you scared at all, or?
So I wasn't scared actually. I'd like driven go-karts before and stuff like that. So I kind of had experience and I wasn't scared. I just drove and it just came naturally.
Okay. So, from when you first started till now, how much success have you had as a race car driver, Miss Jenna?
Um, I've come, I scored second in points last year and I usually get all in the top 3. And I've had a lot of success. And as the years have gone on, I've definitely improved a lot in that area. Yeah, as especially as it became like more competitive.
You got Rookie of the Year your first year at Tri Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Miss Jenna, with your racing career, what is your 5-year plan with your racing career? Where do you want to be at in 5 years with your racing career?
So I don't know if I'm going to take it like as a professional job when I get older, but I definitely want to keep it like as a hobby when I get older. And like I would like to put my kids in it as well once I get like not 5 years from now. But in 5 years, I want to be in like school and I just want to focus on that more, but I still want to keep racing as a side hobby because it definitely has changed my life.
Okay. So, in about 10 years, what would you say would you like to do with your racing career then?
In 10 years, I'm probably just gonna focus on schooling so I could get a good successful job. I'm always gonna keep it in my mind, but I don't know if 10 years from now I'm still gonna be racing. So
Okay. Okay. So, Jenna, what is the story behind your race car number now? Where did that come from?
the race car I have right now,
Number 17.
Yes,
oh,
the number, the
17.
number.
Yes, okay. This came from because 4 generations of my family has had that number 17 as a racing car. And my uncle had it, my dad had that number. So my uncle's name is Chad Nichols, and my grandpa Ken Nichols, and my dad Jimmy Screeton. They all had that number, so it just is what happened. That's just yeah, and Alt Shanoyan.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it
Jenna,
got passed down.
with your racing career, who helps work on your race car to help get you at the track on the weekends?
My mom and Joe Carrata, Daniel Leonetti, they all are really helpful. And Daniel Leonetti has been teaching my mom how to become a mechanic. So
Okay, very cool, very cool. So, Jenna, who do you have for sponsors on your race car?
I have, let's see.
You want to go out there?
Yeah.
We'll go out to the race car right now. And she can name them
Okay,
all.
that's cool. Okay.
Let me turn this over now. Oh,
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
So
Very cool.
over here we have Car IQ, which has helped us with many nationals and taken care of the miles costs. Then
Okay.
we have
AMG transmission.
ANG transmission, and we have what's that?
Ramco painting.
Ramco painting, ASJ real estate investments, M&M racing photos, Marsh fencing, Antone's cocktails, MTFX graphics,
Cerno manufacturing.
Ten Oak.
And then on this side,
Over here we have Car IQ, and we have all of my special thanks. Nick Foster, Daniel Leonetti, Coaster Racing, Mike Palmer, Eminem Photos, Norm Rap Racing, Roster,
Rosen Racing.
Rosen Racing, Tires,
Direct.
Direct Racing Equipment, and
Lamont.
Dave Lamont. And that's all right there.
And
Then we have Swimming Pool Perfections.
we have one more, the sandwich spot.
Yep, and that's it.
Those are our sponsors.
Okay, are you guys still looking for sponsors for your race car, Jenna?
Not for this year.
Not this year.
Okay, but going into next year, are you looking for sponsors?
Okay.
Next year, I think I'm going to race go-karts because although it has been like a really good experience with corner midgets, I think I'm just outgrowing them a bit. So, yeah.
Your hands in it.
Okay,
Sorry.
not a problem, not a problem. So Jenna, when it comes to your racing career, who's your racing hero? Who do you look up to as a race car driver?
I look up to my dad and my uncle Chad Nichols and my grandpa Ken Nichols.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So Jenna, when you're getting strapped into your race car to go on the track, and before the heat races, hot laps, or features go on, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out here and do this?
What motivates me is I just think have fun and like don't take it serious because if you don't do good, then like it's all okay in the end. And like I feel like having fun like really keeps me from stressing myself out. So
Okay, okay. So Jenna, when you're at the racetrack, you're getting hungry. What's your go-to food at the track?
I always go to the snack shop. I usually get like a ring pop. I don't really eat that good at races.
Okay. So when you're away from the racetrack, Jenna, what's your go-to restaurant?
Fat Mike's Pizza every time.
Okay.
On the ride back from American Quarter Midget Track, we always stop at Fat Mike's Pizza. They have the best pizza.
I'm gonna really put you on the spot now, Jenna. When you're away from the racetrack, what's your favorite home cooked meal that your mom makes for you?
Probably like I like when she makes chicken and rice. I like that.
Okay.
And she
Okay.
makes good mac and cheese.
Okay. So Jenna, okay, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
My friends at the racetracks are probably Brooke Hedgie, who else? Tatum Kriegel. I hang out with her sometimes. Usually I'm just in the trailer. I don't have Lindy. Oh yeah. Lindy's daughter, Elizabeth. And yeah.
Okay. So Jenna, with your racing career, do you have any crazy stories you'd like to share with us about your racing career about, hey, this happened this night, or yeah.
Your last race.
Yeah, actually the last race I was in, I flipped in the car when I was trying to pass somebody. And then I also caught on fire.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
boy.
kind of crazy.
That was a 59
You're like, time to bail out, time to bail out, time to bail out.
Well, I kept on the whole race. I kept on the track.
Yeah. So, Jenna, okay, with your racing career now, you said you help work on your race car a little bit too. What's your favorite job helping out working on the race car?
I like scraping the tires. That's always my favorite. I always
Okay.
would like help my dad, and now I help my mom doing that. And it's kind of fun. So, yeah.
Okay. So, what do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
I have another sport. I do gymnastics, and
Very cool.
shoot. And I like playing volleyball at the racetrack and outside the racetrack. I play with my mom and my friends and stuff. And I like to read. So
Okay, okay. So, Jenna, with the kids coming up in the racing world, what is your advice that you would give them as they get into racing?
um just to have fun and like you want to take it serious and you want to be fast and smooth, but like you don't want to stress yourself out by like overwhelming yourself. You just want to have fun and do good. So, yeah.
So what is your home racetrack, Jenna, that you race on?
So, American Quarter Midget
Okay.
Association, that is it now. It used to be Tri Valley, but now it is American Quarter Midget Association.
What's your favorite racetrack that you've ever raced on?
I think probably American. I like it has like a bank. Indiana, the Nationals are really flat. And like if we're talking about the actual track, I think the
Yeah.
funnest is American because it has like a bank. But yeah, if we're just talking about the track, probably American.
Okay. So Jenna, I'm gonna do something pretty cool. I do this for all my racing guests. I'm gonna turn the mic over to you. You can ask me some questions
Oh, oh God.
now.
Okay. Who do you look up to as a race car driver? Like who do
Back
you
when
look
I was growing up, I'm like in my 40s now. But when I was growing up, Doug Wolfgang was one of my huge favorites because Doug was just like, wow, he was the real deal in the world of outlaw stuff. And then Dale Earnhardt Sr. and stuff like that. And then also, IndyCar wise, Danica Patrick was one of my I'd love to follow in IndyCars because she
I
could
like them.
do things in an IndyCar that was just like, whoa, yeah. Drag racing wise, I like Leah Pruitt or Leah Stewart because 330 miles an hour on a straight line is just intense.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any more questions for me, Jenna?
I don't know. Let's think.
How many of these interviews have you done?
Well over 300. Well
Wow.
over 300 between
That's a lot.
between Facebook and YouTube. Yes.
Wow, that's a lot. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have a racing nickname? How about that, Jenna?
Actually, I don't. I don't, but we kind of like call it like JNS Racing because me and my dad's initials, first, middle, and last is JNS. So like that's kind of like a nickname. But
My nickname, Jenna, and Melinda, was created by the guy that created my racing show. He's like, you need to let me look at you and see what you look like because he says everybody's got to have a racing nickname. And I'm like, okay. So I had this racing hooded sweatshirt on and racing hat and Oakley sunglasses, jeans on and boots. And he's like, I've got it. You're going to be the full throttle rock star. You're dressed like a rock star. Why not be the rock star?
yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Yeah. So Jenna, okay, what type of racing do you like? Do you like to race on pavement or dirt?
Pavement definitely. I thought I haven't I've done
Racer.
yeah, I haven't raced dirt actually, maybe once, but I think pavement is just fun. I think maybe if I got more into dirt racing, I'd like it, but yeah.
I'll tell you what, you and your mom invite you guys out here sometime to the Midwest and Iowa. Between Iowa and Minnesota, we have about 60 plus dirt tracks out here, which is insane.
Wow.
There's like 2 in California.
No, there's more than that, but that's a lot. 60.
Yeah, there's you could race every night of the week during summer break. During summer, it's just crazy busy.
Hmm.
Yeah, very very crazy. Yeah, but yeah, definitely. Been my pleasure to have you guys on the racing show with me tonight, talking just about your racing career.
Thank you.
So Jenna, is there anybody else you'd like to send a special thank you out to for getting you this far?
Um, I just like to thank like my family, like my all the family that just come to my racetracks, like my aunt Valerie, my aunt Renee, my like cousins, like
McDixon.
McDixon.
Norma Dixon.
Yeah, they all just kind of like just supported me through it. They came to my races. And yeah, just like my other family members, like my dad, my uncle, my grandpa, and Joe Corrada and Daniel Leonetti. That's like the main people.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I have a story to share with you guys before I let you go. When I got into the racing show biz, because I've been a racing fan for 30 years, the guy that created this says to me, he says, Josh, he says, you race car drivers and stuff like that, if they had the opportunity to give back, they give back to different charities and stuff like that. It's like, well, okay, that's awesome. Well, one of the first people I interviewed was a race car driver from out in Maryland, and he raced with a non-curable disease. It's called intestinal dismotility with pseudo-obstruction, I guess I'm going to call it. But he races with an ostomy and a feeding tube. Well, his big wish was to have a hospital built with John Hopkins out in Maryland to diagnose his disease a lot quicker and maybe come out with a cure for it. Me and my team got together with him and we held a silent auction fundraiser out here. Nobody knew who the kid was because he's from far away, but we did a silent auction fundraiser with the race car drivers and area businesses, and we raised $738 to get him on his way to his dream.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's
thing to
awesome.
do.
Yeah, thank
job.
you, thank you. Yeah. Yes, it's really kind of cool doing this whole YouTube thing because I have people come up to me at Walmart and they're like, "Hey, we know you through YouTube. Can we get you your autograph?" Sure, not a problem.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, do you guys have any other questions for me?
Actually, when did you stop racing? Like,
I actually have never been a race car driver. I've been a racing fan for 30 years.
oh, that's
Yeah,
cool then.
yeah, yeah. Oh yes, oh yes. I've met some really awesome race car drivers in my time.
Races in 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've met a lot of race car drivers in my time.
Yeah.
I even got a chance to sit down with you guys to sit down and go to have a conversation out of the blue with Aaron Crocker, Ray Evernham's wife, Aaron Crocker, Aaron Evernham.
Mm-hmm. It's cool.
Yeah.
It is.
I says, do you miss racing sprint cars? She's like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She
Racing
says
definitely
160.
you love once you get into
Yeah,
it.
it brings everybody together.
It does. It's a
It's
great family
racing
sport.
family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She says, yeah,
Yeah, we
160
never
miles an
together
hour on
stay
dirt is like
together.
insane. Yeah, she says 160 miles an hour on dirt is just insane.
That sounds
Sounds scary.
Oh, yeah.
super fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have a racing page, Jenna, that the racing fans can follow you on?
Actually, we do on Instagram. What is it?
JNS 17 racing, right?
Wait, why don't you
Because
why don't I go get my phone actually?
we
Oh,
do. We have a
Yeah.
Facebook page that's JNS J Jenna and Nicole S Screeton. JNS Racing. We have a Facebook page that it's made, it just needs content right now. And Instagram page is JNS 17 Racing, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, racing fans, if you're going to be out here watching this racing show and you want to help Jenna out with her racing career, or just go check her racing career out, go to JNS Racing on Facebook and Instagram and reach out to Jenna and her mom, Melinda, because they'd appreciate the sponsorship on Jenna's race car if she gets further into a racing career.
Thank you. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So,
Okay.
Jenna, because you like pavement racing, have you ever watched the Indy 500?
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I have?
Yes.
Well, not in real life,
No.
but
On TV.
on TV, yeah. I have every single year
With Dad.
with my dad and
Yeah.
my
And
family.
you know, what I think is the most craziest part, Melinda and Jenna, is how much they actually make for winning that race. It's just like,
No, it's like a
whoa.
lot of money.
I know.
It's expensive
Just
to
for the
get
driver
in.
alone, just for the driver alone, you guys, is $3.5 million.
Yeah, that's good money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's worth getting a career out of.
And then if you win the Indy 500 too, and Chevrolet's like a title sponsor, you could easily walk away with a brand new Corvette too.
Yeah, you sure could.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
You should race.
Yeah. But I want to thank you guys for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career, Jenna and Melinda. Definitely.
Thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate the
Yeah.
invite and your time.
Yes, thank you very much. I'll have you guys step out. I will do a little racing news update. And I'll call you in person. Okay, to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, racing news update wise, I'll tell you what. Leah Stewart, Leah Pruitt this year, at the last race of the year, she really struggled at that NHRA for the NHRA championship. The NHRA Top Fuel Championship, nevertheless. But the NHRA Top Fuel Championship went to Doug Coletta, which he's been trying to win that race for years upon years, win that championship for years upon years. Congratulations to Doug Coletta. And then congratulations to Matt Hagan for picking up the Funny Car Championship. And like I said, it's just, and Erica Enders, congratulations to her for picking up her sixth Pro Stock Championship also. But yeah, racing news wise, that's about all I got for you. But like I said, racing news wise, there's a lot of, they got the Gateway Indoor Nationals fast approaching, so stay tuned for that because that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. Also to see who wins that. But also, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to just come on here and thank you guys for being a part of this racing show with us. The Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. And also, if you would like to like to thank our sponsors, Dirt Track Race Cars and Company, DirtTrackRaceCars.com. If you want to go to that DirtTrackRaceCars.com or Dirt Track Race Cars and Company, they've got some really awesome looking 1/64 scale diecast out there. We've got 3 of Doug Wolfgang's cars that they just released: the 8D, the Orange 8, and the 29 Weikert Livestock car that he won the 1985 Knoxville Nationals in. And then they also have the 47 Casey's General Store Gil Sonner sprint car that Danny the Dude Lasowski drove in 1994. And then they also have the one Nance Sammy Swindell sprint car that he raced in 1982, all in 1/64 scale. So go hit up DirtTrackRaceCars.com, Dirt Track Race Cars in Company. I'd like to thank them. And then also I'd like to thank Brony Manning and Manning Motorsports for sponsoring this racing show. And also I'd like to thank Walking with Waylon, New England Hemophilia Association /Waylon Page. Definitely go look Waylon up because he's doing some pretty awesome marathons and stuff like that. But if you would like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call or text us at 712-209-7138. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. Continue living life at full throttle.